Hey everybody, it's Dalton Wilson with Gyro Junk Haulers here out of Fairborn, Ohio. Thank you so much for tuning in today. I'm giving you my weekly update. I'll try to do this quick. A lot went on. It was a busy week, pretty busy. 50 hours a week at my normal job, and then actually ended up landing 3 jobs. And I'll go over the numbers. I said in the first video that my goal was $1,000 a week, after my full-time business. So I exceeded that, thankfully. I know we had a tough start last video, but the Lord really blessed me, and I want to share it with you guys. So here we go. I have the numbers, and then also have the a little bit of a change of pace, potentially, and some things I could do better, some things I learned from these jobs. And I think it's really important for you business owners out there. If you don't understand some of these things, maybe it could save you if you wanted to start a junk removal business, or you're at this level with me, or maybe you're 10 steps above me. So let's get started. Got the dry erase board here. We'll go over the numbers. So, big punch ticket. We had 3 jobs. The first job was for $200. The next job, $175. And the third job, big smackaroonies, $1,080. Making a total $1,455 gross. So big week, right? Really exciting. Also got the new hat, so I'm excited about that. But $1,455 gross. So the Lord bless us this week. It was really big deal. And it was tough to get that third job done. Just to go over some brief explanations. First job, I was able to hit with this one. I was out in that area. It's called Springfield. It's a little ways away, so I would never go there typically for this type of $200 job. But I was already out that way. The lady had called me, and she'd tried a bunch of other junk removal companies. They all had what she thought was too high a price, and that was about the going rate. I was really kind and tried to just treat her like normal, not try to be curt or short with her and shove her off. And she said, you know what? I actually, for that price, you've been nice, you've been courteous, come out and get it. She was very happy, and for the price, it was a good deal because I was out there at the time doing this job, $1,080. I started that job on Wednesday and was able to finish it the following Saturday with some help. The middle job, $175, that was for a homeless little shelter. This lady had busted into a garage, and we were able to get that cleaned out for the man who owned the property. It was a vacant property, and tough situation, and thankfully the person wasn't there. We were able to get it boarded back up and get the stuff cleaned out. It didn't look like any valuables or anything that they might miss because they were gone and had been gone for a while. But we were able to get that boarded back up for him and really do better. So these are our gross profits. Say, well, it's not about what you earn, it's about what you keep, right? So go over dump fees. Bang. That was $200, and we'll round up, so $233. Then we had the truck rent. Gotta have a truck. I rent one with a dumpster. That's 20% of the total gross. That's $291. Then we had my labor. Now, normally I do these jobs myself, but this job was too big. I needed help, and I didn't calculate that labor into the bid. It's part of the process of learning, and I'll explain that a little bit better, but that was $175. So after our expenses, combined with our gross, this is not including insurance, taxes, or any software that we use, I was able to gross $756. Big week, which is pretty exciting. Yeah, that was to start the week on such a bad note. Really ended on a really high note on Saturday. Was able to go to church on Sunday and give God the praise he deserved because he's been blessing me. So $756 in my pocket, but that's all going to go towards the business. I'm not taking any profit for myself. It's all going to go back into growing the business. Change of pace. I may cover this more in depth in another video, but I've been Andrew with Jedi Junk Hauler, Jedi Junk Removal out in California. He's kind of the impetus for this channel, impetus for this business. a bigger part being the Lord, but he has a lot of videos, and he's very in depth, down in the weeds, and just knocks them out. Bam, this is what you need to do to start a junk removal business. And there's a lot of those videos out there, but he built $1 million business in a year, which is substantial for this game. And just learning from what he learned, from what he teaches in those videos. There are two different ways I can go about this. I can go about this the initial way, where I said, easy, kind of build my foundation, or I can go at it much faster, build with Google Ads. Just start up, have a good rig, have some employees, and build Google Ads to where it is $1,000 a day consistently, $30,000 months, and then keep on expanding and growing. Or, like I said in the beginning, just shoot for $1,000 a week, $50,000 a year, and have a good business. But it's getting to the point where trying to work a full-time job, in the wintertime, it's okay with trying to do this on the side. But in the summertime, in the springtime, I know this is going to be a lot. And it may be too difficult to handle. And if I don't have employees to do it for me, and if I don't have the payroll to pay them, there's just a lot of avenues that I'm thinking about. So comment down below, what do you guys think? Should I just go crazy, go nuts, and really blow it out of the water for a year and just risk it all? Or be more conservative and work a full-time job and try to do this on the side? Because it's kind of branching off into one or the other. But anyway, those are the numbers for the week. Those are my ideas for change and possible change of pace. Still going to be doing the junk removal business always. Going to keep updating you guys every week. I will not stop this. The Lord's blessed me, and I'm going to keep doing it. Other things that I learned with this pretty large job for me, or at least this is the first one I've done full bore. I went and I bid it myself, and I've done it myself, not including the labor, but for my own company. That was a 30-yard job, or at least I bid it at a 30-yard job. It ended up being 35 yards. I know that means nothing to you. A cubic yard is how we measure the dumpster size, but it just ended up being more junk than what I had initially agreed upon. And that's my problem. I underbid the job. I also wasn't including the labor. I was bidding this out at 8 hours. Well, it ended up, with the labor, it ended up being a 14-hour job. There was some stuff in the basement that was very heavy. But I was really excited about it. It was a member of our church who asked us to do it, and I was still able to remain profitable. So I was really excited to have that happen, to remain profitable, and to give them a good price, and to learn something along the way, which was for jobs where I'm not really sure. There was a lot of junk space out here and there. I was only 5 yards off, but that 5 yards is an extra $200 in profit in my pocket that I could have had. Also, the labor, because some of that stuff was really heavy, and I was not going to get it out without another person out of that basement. I needed to charge more for that labor. Ultimately, the total ended up being that after a 10% discount, so it was $1,200 for the job. They were veteran and senior, so they got their 10% discount. I really, total, instead of $1,200, I should have been more along the lines of $1,700. Just as far as what expenses with the dump fees and everything, it was expensive. But, you play the bigger games, and, the wages are higher. But that was really good. It was a really good big job. Really blessed throughout the week. Just trying to keep you guys updated. I hope this is content that you like. If you do, please like and subscribe. The Lord's blessing my business, and it would be a blessing if you guys could like and subscribe. Thank you so much. Have a good week, and I pray that this week be just as good. And hopefully I get to figure it out more. Thank you guys so much. Grow with me. Have a good night. God bless.